Welcome to the Red XF podcast, where we discuss topics related to design and technology. I'm your host, Sharon, and I'm excited to be joined today by my co-host, Preethi. Today, we're going to talk about the crucial insights gained from building an AI-infused app. Preethi, have you ever wondered what it takes to develop a cutting-edge application in the evolving landscape of programming?
Absolutely, Sharon. I think it's fascinating to explore how AI can streamline creative workflows. And I've heard that you've recently embarked on a project to develop an application called Move 37. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, I'd love to share my experience. Move 37 is an app designed to tackle key challenges I faced in managing my ideation and social media workflows. I incorporated AI tools wherever possible, and it turned out to be a valuable learning experience. One of the key lessons I learned was about the strategic use of chat interfaces. Initially, I thought it would be great to have a chat-based interface, but I soon realized that it wasn't practical for all interactions.
That's really interesting. I can see how a chat-based interface might not be the best fit for every task. It's like how we still use physical switches in our homes, even with smart home technology. Sometimes, simplicity and efficiency are more important than a unified user experience. What about selecting the right AI model? Did you find that to be a challenge?
Yes, selecting the right AI model was crucial. I found that Claude 4 Sonnet excelled in terms of performance and understanding my intentions. But for those who find it too expensive or unavailable, Claude 3.7, Thinking, or Kimi K2 are viable alternatives. The key lesson I learned was not to compromise on model quality, even for simpler tasks, as it can end up costing more time in the long run.
That makes sense. It's like how we always say, you get what you pay for. But what about coding tools? Did you find that they were all similar, or were there some that stood out to you?
Actually, I was surprised to find that tools like Cursor, Windsurf, and Versus Code with GitHub Copilot, although similar, had distinct default outputs, even when using the same model. Cursor excels at immediate productivity, while Windsurf's project memory capability makes it more user-friendly over time. It's really important to choose the right tool for the task at hand.
Wow, that's really helpful to know. And it's interesting that you bring up the evolution of coding skills. I've heard some people say that the ability to write code no longer matters, but you seem to disagree. Can you explain your perspective on that?
Yes, I think that's a misconception. While it's true that AI coding tools can convert instructions into programming languages, the ability to read code and understand algorithms remains invaluable. It's like how we've gone from punch cards to programming languages that mimic human language. The fundamentals are still important.
That's a great point. And it's also exciting to think about the feasibility of solo app development. With the aid of AI tools, you were able to write about 95% of the Move 37 code yourself. That's amazing. What do you think this means for the future of app development?
I think it means that the cost of producing apps is plummeting, and it's becoming more feasible for individuals to develop applications without needing a large team or significant funding. Of course, there's still the consideration of technical debt, but the benefits of rapid development and customization can outweigh the drawbacks.
That's really empowering for developers. And it's also interesting to think about the impact of taste and trends on app development. With the democratization of development tools, we can expect to see a lot more apps on the market. How do you think developers can stand out in a crowded landscape?
I think it's all about being able to spot and adapt to trends, as well as focusing on the overall user experience. It's like how fashion trends evolve rapidly. App trends will emerge and fade quickly, and being able to identify and respond to those trends will be critical for success.
That's a great point. And finally, you mentioned the pyramid of attention, which I found really fascinating. Can you explain how AI coding tools allow developers to focus on higher-level questions and what that means for the future of app development?
Yes, with AI coding tools, developers can focus on what they want to achieve rather than how to achieve it. It's like how I was able to describe the desired outcome to the LLM, and it generated the necessary code. This shift enables operating at a more abstract and creative level, freeing up time for more strategic and innovative thinking.
Well, Sharan, it's been really enlightening to hear about your experience with Move 37. I think our listeners will really appreciate the insights you've shared today.
Thanks, Preeti. It's been a pleasure sharing my journey with everyone. And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in to the RedXF podcast. If you want to learn more about AI-infused app development, be sure to check out our resources and join the conversation on social media. Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye, and don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more exciting topics on design and technology.